Welcome to Street Edge Weapons, video 1. This video is about self-perfection. These are training drills. We do not spar out of drills, but drills boost up your attributes, and that's what we are all about. All right, anyways, so we're going to start out with what we call 5 angles of attack. Everybody has different ones. Some has 12, some have 20. Let me show it to you in the camera. So we got a 1 angle on the high line, coming back to a 2 angle on the high line, coming to a 3 angle right about where the elbow would be, 4 angle right about where the elbow would be, and then a straight shot. Okay? So I want you to understand one thing. When we talk about angles, we're going to say to the head, this is a number 1. But if I went to the leg on this angle, that would be a number 1. It doesn't change, okay? It's not where we're hitting at. In other words, this is a 1, this is a 2. It's the angle of the blade, okay? All right. So with Todd here, what I'm going to do is we're going to work the 5 angles of attack, okay? And he's going to move a little bit, but he's not going to cut me right now. So I'm going to come to him on 1. And now notice us moving. 2, notice us moving back and forth. We're simulating a fight. 3, 4, and the 5 line. Okay, give that a try. Okay, now we're going to expand on this. Now Todd, we're going to do the same thing, 5 angles attack, but now Todd is going to cut the arm. Okay, so I'm coming to him on 1, and he slices. 2, and he slices. 3, and he cuts. 4, and he cuts. And a 5, and he cuts. Okay, now I want you to understand one thing. Right now he's cutting, so you can have, pads on, you could have a fake knife, whatever, you don't have to have metal knives. But here's what I want you to see. If I come to Todd on a number 1 angle, he cuts me with a 1 angle. If I come to him on a 2 angle, cuts me with a 2 angle. If I come to him on a 3, he cuts me with a 3. Come to him on a 4 cut. And if I come to him on a 5, it's a 1 that will cut. What it is body mechanics. It's not, we're not sitting here going, well, the guy does this is what you do. No, it's body mechanics of how you're going to be. Okay, I'm just giving you an idea. Okay, so give that a try. Moving right along. Now we're going to go into a middle range drill, which we call Sobrato. Keep in mind, this is all about self-perfection. You don't spar out of drills. This is to boost up your attributes. That's what we're after, attributes, okay? So now we're in the range, okay, of to where if Todd was to slice at me, my body now could be cut. Okay, so this offhand right here is going to have to come in play. Okay, and what Sobrato means is counter for counter. Okay, so this here is just not a Sobrato drill. In other words, any drill that we do that's counter for counter is a Sobrato drill. Okay, so he comes to me, let's say, if I slice this hand has to come into play. Because if it doesn't, and I just slice, or if I miss, I'm cut. Because the body's in the way now. Before, if he sliced at me and I was in long range, just for the camera, see, my body's out of the way and I can cut. But now I'm in the way, okay? So we're going to start out. I'm going to feed Todd a number 1. Todd is going to do an upward slice, which we would call a roof deflection, okay? Right there. Now, see how that hand comes into play? Now, Todd's going to come around and come back to me on a number 1. I'm going to do what's called an inside deflection. Cut. I'm always cutting first. Cut and check. Now, from here, I'm going to do a low line. Todd's going to slice, okay? Now he's going to come back. I'm going to do an inside low line deflection, trap, and come up to Todd on the number 2 line. He's going to do a wing deflection, and he's going to come back to me on a number 1, okay? So one more time. I'm going to come to Todd on a 1. He's going to do an upward slice. He's coming to me back on a 1. I'm doing an inside deflection, bringing in this offhand, checking, doing a low line to him on his number 3 line. He's stabbing back to me. I'm doing an inside low deflection. He's doing a high wing, and he's coming back to me. Okay? All right? Give that a try. Now what we're going to do with the Sobrato drill, we're going to put it together. Very slow, but we're going to put it together. Now always remember one thing about a drill. Since you don't fight out of a drill, in time you break the drill. Okay, so you don't literally stick to it, okay? These drills are great ways to boost up the attributes, but in reality, we break them. Okay? And keep in mind, this is self-perfection. So now we're going to flow just a little bit, nice and slow. So I'm going to start out on the 1, and we're going to move. Nice and slow, like this. There it is, counter for counter, back and forth moving. Now, if you watch my body mechanics, you see my mechanics constantly moving. My footwork, my body, like this. Nice and slow. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, give that a try. Okay, now we're going to move into a drill called Numerata. Okay, we just did Sobrato, and what Sobrato means is counter for counter, okay? Numerata brings out footwork. We're constantly zoning, moving around, getting out of the way of the offhand. In other words, if he stabbed at me, I'm going this way because I'm concerned with that over there, okay? So this brings out fantastic footwork, all right? So I'm going to feed him the 5 angles. Also, I'm going to break the drill and just feed him any angle I want, and he's going to cut and zone, cut and zone. Okay, here we go. That's it. Moving around, that's it. Slicing. The offhand comes into play, he can cut that. Moving, we're sticking out in long range for right now, and he's moving out of the way, slicing, moving, slicing. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful, that's it right there, just moving around. See the footwork, see the movement that this creates? There it is. Okay, give that a try. Moving right along, we're going to show you a energy drill called Hooba. What Hooba means is to tie and untie. Okay, but we're going to have the blade with it, but which the blade brings out a different type of movement because you cannot be touched. All right, Todd, come on out here. What Todd's going to do is come to me on the number 1, okay? This hand's going to come into play right here and pick him up. This hand's going to come underneath and act like a wedge. Come up. I'm going to tap his hand down, and I'm going to hit or slice. He's going to raise, slap, slice. I'm going to raise, slap, slice. Raise, slap, slice. There it is. Right there, nice and slow. This is it, okay? That's it right there, nice and slow. Okay, now I want you to keep in mind we're progressing here. We're moving up with each video, we're adding on, progressing till we get what? Right to the fight. Okay, give that a try. Okay, now we're going to move on. What we got a couple students out here, and they're going to show you, okay, the movement from Hooba to Sobrato to Numerata to the 5 angles, all these different things of how we train. Okay, they're going to start out with the 5 angles of attack, and nobody's going to cut yet. We're just going to move. Okay, now he's going to move into, he's going to cut. Matt's going to cut. Dave's going to feed him the 5 angles. Matt's going to cut. Matt's going to just stay out of range, out of range, out of range. That's it. Okay, good. That's it. Moving around, moving around. There we go. Good. Okay. Now with that, now we're going to move into our Sobrato. We're going to have them start out and do some Sobrato. This is a class. This is how we train. We're learning how to do it. Everybody's learning how to work Sobrato, to move. This is it, beginners, that's fine. We're just moving. We're learning how to move. Remember, what we're about is attributes. Remember what I said earlier, drills are made to be broken. We're about attributes. That's it, moving around, doing some Sobrato. Okay, good. Now since Sobrato, we're going to move to Numerata. Dave can feed, Matt's going to, there it is. Now if you notice Matt moving, he's zoning out of the way and he's slicing a couple times. Moving and slicing, moving and slicing. That's it. Yeah, very good. Very good. That's it. Now go into some Hooba. Now they're in Hooba. Moving around. Okay, very good. Thanks, guys. Okay, that's a shot. Now we're going to bring two other guys out. We're going to have them do the same thing. Come on up. This is Todd and Dave. We're going to have them do the same thing because I want you to see the difference in students, how everybody moves. How everybody moves. The more people you can do this with, the better. Because everybody's different. Some are tall, some are short, fast, slow. It doesn't matter. Strong, weak. And so you want to be used to everybody. So it doesn't matter to me who feeds who. Okay? We're going to start out with 5 angles of attack. We're not going to cut. Just moving. That's it. There you go. Nice. That's it. Moving around. Okay. Now, that's it. Now go ahead and cut, Dave. Now, if you notice, while they're doing this, you notice Dave always moving, zoning out of the way. That's the biggest thing, always moving. You're not standing still. This brings out footwork. Okay? All right, now they're in the Numerata. They're doing real good. Keep flowing. That's it. They're Numeratas. See the footwork that's coming out? Dave is constantly slicing, slicing, slicing. Okay, good. Now we're going to some Sobrato. Okay? All right? All right? Keep in mind these are students and they're learning how to move. Okay? Doing the drills. That's it. A little bit of Sobrato. That's it. Right there. Now from Sobrato, go into some Hooba. There, very nice. There you go. Very nice. Good. That's it. Okay. All right, thanks, guys. All right. Good. going to do, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to blend them, but we're going to bring out a couple different guys. We're going to start with one guy, and we're going to move up to 2 and up to 3. I want you to see the difference how Dave has to move. This isn't about him taking on 3 guys. Again, this is self-perfection about taking these attributes up. All right, let's go. So Dave's feeding him Numerata. We got 2 Daves here, and the other Dave is cutting. Matt, come on out. Now, Matt is going to feed Dave Numerata too. Okay? Right. Nice and slow, about 5%. Nice. And now, there you go, moving around. Now we're going to bring out Todd. Now stop for a second, guys. Now in reality, you're not bringing on 3 guys, but they're only going about 5% because we just want these attributes. We want this footwork. We want this biomechanics. There's awareness, okay? All right, come on out, Todd. So we're going to have 3 guys. Just go about 5%. Okay, now they're all feeding him Numerata. There you go, moving. That's it. And Dave's working his way through. There you go, beautiful. That's it, nice. There you go, very nice, that's it. Okay, stop. Good job, guys, good job. Okay, now we're going to move into energy drills, okay? Again, we're training self-perfection. We don't fight out of this. These are energy drills to teach us how to read pressure, sensitivity. All right, Dave, come on up. We call this the V drill. In other words, like this here. We don't want it to go around. We want it to be sharp. And the reason why. What Dave's going to do here is we're going to be right here. I'm going to come to him like up on number 1, right here. Dave's going to come out with this arm like on a 45-degree angle, okay? And he's going to be stopping me. We're not pushing on each other. So I'm going to go from a 1, and as I go down, don't move right now, Dave, I'm going to go like I'm going to slash in a number 4, and I'm going to go back up onto the number 2 angle, okay? So again, I'm going to go, I'm in a 1, okay, I'm going to trap him. I'm going to slice down a 4 and come up to a number 2 angle, okay? So we're going to go real slow. So Dave has me here. I'm going to tap his arm up, slice down, and he's going to move with me and come up that. And now that arm's going to be on a 45-degree angle, facing like this here, not this here, this here. And he's going to stop me, okay? And we're not pushing here. Now I'm going to slice back down to a number 3 and back up to a 1, okay? So now we'll move a little bit, we'll flow. Now we're going to, there you go. Now I could come in and trap, slice. We can keep this real basic for right now, and we can move. Now what I want you to see is this. This is all about body mechanics, attributes. So I am not standing like this and doing this. My body is moving, okay? So I'm here, I'm in a left stance, we could say. I slice, I'm in a right stance. I'm back to a left stance. See my bar? This is what's important. Dave is doing the same thing. He's in a right stance. Now he's in a left stance. Okay? So we'll flow this for 1 second. Okay? Okay? Okay. All right, that's the V drill. Give it a try. Go into is what I call the ice pick drill. Again, this is self-perfection. One after Dave. So basically for right now, let's just say we're in both in the left stance, okay? All right, Dave has an ice pick, the blade pointing down. We call this ice pick or earth, and I do too. All right, Dave's going to come to me on number 1. I'm going to parry this from the outside to the inside and down, and I'm going to come back to Dave. And we're going to move like this here. So I can parry this, and he can parry it. And we'll move him. Now again, watch the body mechanics. Okay? So I can parry this down and come, or Dave could come to me, and I can stop this. Now to stop this, I have to have good body mechanics, because if I catch it too high, I'm going to get cut. So I have to have some mechanics and catch it the right way. The purpose of the blade is brings out cat-like response. You can't be touched. If you get touched by it, you cut, which you can end up dying. That's the purpose of the blade. That's what we want. So we're going to flow just a little bit here. We can parry it down. We can stop. It doesn't matter. See, we're just playing here. Just moving, stopping, moving. Okay? Now, that's the number 1 line. All right, now we're going to go to number 3 line for this. Dave's going to come to me. I'm going to bypass it. Nice and smooth. Nice and slow. Back and forth. Now I can bypass it. I can stop it. Okay? Whatever I want to do for right now. Stop. Bypass. Stop. bypass. We're blending them, okay? Now we're going to go on the number 2 line, all right? So Dave's going to come to me in number 2 line, and I can stop it, and I go back to Dave. He stops it, okay? Now I can stay on number 2 line. He can come to me. I can bypass it like this, okay? Again, it's all about body mechanics. Now we can put them together a little bit, flow just a little bit. Okay, now we're going to go to the number 4 line. Then he's going to come to me in number 4 line. I'm going to stop it. Now one thing I want you to notice here, when he comes to number 4 line, my hand, my palm is up. Okay, my palm is. My fingers are down. I'm not this way on the low line. If I was this way on the low line, he would come right through. Okay, now on the high line, when he comes to me, my fingers are up and my palm is down. Okay, if I was this way, it would slide right through. Okay, so now on the 4 line, we're going to do the same thing. Okay, we can bypass, we can stop. Now from there we can go right into all this nice and slow. I can come, pop. There we go. We can start putting little things together. Okay. Give it a try. A drill is called Sobrato. Come on out here, Dave. Now, normally, when something would come to us, I would zone it. Okay, we're not going to zone this. I'm going to stay straight on. This is a great drill for speed. Okay, so what he's going to do, he's going to stick out his jab. Let's say I'm going to try to cut this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, his cross is coming. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now notice my footwork. 1, 2, 3. See how I'm changing? I'm in a left stance, you could say. I'm in a right stance. But for right now, I'm staying straight on with Dave because this is a speed drill. Okay, normally I would zone out. Okay, we're staying straight in for the purpose of the drill. Again, this is self-perfection. So Dave's coming and I'm trying to cut 3 times, nice and slow. Nice and slow. That's it, that's all right there, see? Now I can turn it, blade, and I'll try to cut Try to cut, try to cut, try to cut, try to cut, cut, see? And I can turn it back, nice and slow. Okay, give it a try. Now we're going to, out of the V drill, we're going to work a disarm. Now, bar none, your best disarm, if guys coming at you, is be back out of the way, grab something, hit that hand, get rid of that weapon. But training this here is fantastic sensitivity drills. It takes your reading of pressure, your sensitivity up to a higher level. All right, go on. Now what I'm going to do is out of this here, as he's moving, I'm filling him, and as we go to this line right here, I'm going to grab his hand with my hand, his wrist, and my thumb, turn it over this way. In reality, I would take it right back at him, using my wrist or the palm, taking the blade out. Okay, okay. So anyways, he's moving, we're moving, nice and slow. One more time, on this line right here, I'm picking up the wrist, my thumb's going here to his hand, I'm turning and I'm going against his thumb right here, and I'm taking the blade out. In reality, it could go right towards him, I could go in anything at all. Okay. There you go, we're moving, flow. This time we're going to pick it up off of the 5 line. Now you notice how I zoned a little bit? My right hand is picking up this time. Left hand is going to come in, capture the wrist. This is going to continue making contact, slide down. Again, I'm going to go to his thumb, grip him, and take the blade out. All right, one more time. Okay, again, we're moving. There's the 5 line. I'm going to pick it up. Okay, grab it one more time. Now we're just going to flow for a second or two and find a time to disarm. So we're flowing. There it is. Okay. One more time. Nice and slow. We're flowing, flowing. Notice the footwork. Notice the body mechanics. See here, picking it up. There it is. Okay, give it a try. That's the end of it. All righty? So stay with us. All right? I hope you like it, and keep training.